Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Te Atiawa First Nations people on whose traditional lands these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. I'm using my Lightseers Tarot, but when I went to put the box on the coffee table, the lid went flying away. So the uh, Lightseers Tarot for anyone that's interested in the decks. And what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is the changes we're going through in society at the moment and tolerance for the people that actually change. So what I'm talking about is in the US, there's an election coming up. In other countries, you've had elections, the divisiveness that's been going on as we go through this period of change. And what's prompted this is that well, I did my reading yesterday, I think it was, on Yulia Navalny. There were a few comments about Alexei Navalny and his political opinions in the past, and the fact that he wasn't a friend of Crimea, etc. That he had backed Russia in various ways in the past, that he had voiced about Ukraine becoming part of Russia again, etc., etc., etc. A lot of statements that he had made, and I'm going to say in the distant past. So he had put forward, he first became politically active in 2004, talking 20 years ago, 2 decades ago. He over the decades he has given out mixed messaging re the status of Crimea and Ukraine, including saying that in 2014 that if he became president he wouldn't return Crimea to Ukraine because Crimea is not a sausage to be handed between the two slices of bread on either side. So that was taken as Ukraine, Crimea staying as part of Russia, etc. So he hasn't been particularly good at selling his opinion. However, what has happened, what had happened in the last few years of his life, he had, if I can call it, an epiphany. He had an awakening. He became very he was a divisive figure for a long time there, for a couple of decades, but he became very active in exposing Russian corruption within the Kremlin, within the oligarchs, etc. He had come out publicly in his last uh, uh, 12 months, 18 months, very much against the invasion of Ukraine. Um, I just want to have a talk about not so much Alexei Navalny, but moving on from this divisive infighting. When people learn and can let go of their old ways and step over the horizon into a new way of thinking. Ten of Swords. So it's really very much I'm talking about in the US with the Republican versus Democrat. I'm talking about in the Middle East, the Palestinian versus Israeli, those sort of stereotypical um, divisions that happen in society, and it happens in New Zealand, it happens in Australia too, often from government figures that are trying to cause infighting amongst voters because it means more power to them. We're so busy fighting each other that we're not actually looking at what those in power can necessarily be doing. Do apologise if this sounds a bit disjointed. I'm just trying to bring forth what my guides are bringing me. But what I'm what I'm really wanting to delve into and read is about allowing people to change their minds and accepting them for where they are in the here and now instead of where they were in the past. Okay, yes, that took a bit to get out, didn't it? So this is tolerance. Tolerance and the understanding that people change and that we don't hold past grudges against them. As we enter this new era of increased spiritual awareness, higher vibration, and sitting in the joy of connecting with universe. So this is what I want to have a little bit of a, well, let's see what we can bring forth. So I just want to have a look at the energies at the moment, and then the energies if we go through this acceptance. So what happens is that those that want to cause division, you know who I'm talking about, any of these Kim Jong-un, Donald Trump, Nigel Farage, who else? Peter Dutton, Pauline Hanson in Australia. You probably don't know about Pauline Hanson and Peter Dutton terribly much. Any other key figures that have a mouthpiece? There are celebrities that are in that basket as well. Anyone that has a mouthpiece, Kid Rock is a perfect example. Anyone that has a mouthpiece that is spreading a message of divisiveness by othering others. What happens, J.D. Vance is a perfect example about the Haitians in Springfield eating cats and dogs. No, they weren't, but it was causing division by and othering for people who did not know Haitians that lived in Springfield. And what happens is they try and cause this divisiveness, because if I get to know you on a personal level, we might have been on separate sides of the divide, but if I get to know you and you get to know me in a communicative, social, respectful manner, we actually find we like each other. Now, I know all my viewers are probably already on this side of the fence, but this is what I'm getting at. If we get to know each other as individuals, as people, as humans, and this also happens during natural disasters. I mean, with the hurricanes that recently went through, I don't think anybody was asking their neighbour who they voted for before they offered a hand, or if they did, goodness me, but I'm pretty sure they didn't. So I want to have a look. I want to have a look at this energy of tolerance. Show me the energy. What do we need to know? What's the message we need to know about tolerance, about accepting people where they are, regardless of where they may have been in the past? Okay, come on down. Let's have a look. Sorry about that. 8 minutes of waffling there. We do have a choice. We have a choice about which path we want to take forward here. Whether we want to stay, oh gosh, new beginnings at the bottom here, with where the universe has got our back and we move forward. I love that. But we are at a crossroads moment where we have the choice. Do we stay in this low vibrational energy of believing what we're told about people that we do not know? Or do we step into this higher energy of acceptance and tolerance until proven otherwise? I'm going to just put that disclaimer in there. Just a higher vibration energy. Low vibration, higher vibration. This is othering others without even knowing who they are. This is gossip magazines. This is stabbing behind the back sort of thing. This is spreading untruths, even if you do believe them, versus the higher vibrational energy. Yeah, again, another 2. So these are both signifiers. There's no challenge in when I'm doing an energy reading. They're both signifiers. We have the choice to work together. We are stronger coming together. And coming together, we are enriched and we can make magic happen. Just thinking of Australia. Australia, we had the Italians come in after World War II, bringing their richness of culture, but when they arrived, they were derided as others. But now we absolutely embrace their culture. We then had the Vietnamese, I believe, in the 1970s come in as boat people, again derided at the time, but since then we've now embraced their culture. And the Australian culture is so much richer for it by working together. At the moment, the current struggle Australia's facing is the deliberate attempt to divide based on religion by certain elements in politics or in leadership positions within the country. And again, it's gaining a little bit of a foothold like the anti-Italian did and the anti-Vietnamese did. I just hope that more of us embrace and work together because our culture, our society, our lives are so much richer for it. The energies behind the scenes is compassion and understanding, seeing the truth for what it is, a new beginning in truth and wisdom and knowledge and understanding, but it does take steps to do so. You do have to take action. If you sit there and are fed in a silo on social media or particular news channels, you're not taking any steps, any action. You're not getting out and actually meeting these people. You're not seeking out the truth. It does take action to step into this new energy. Okay. Oh gosh, look at this major arcana. High Priestess, a higher spiritual connection. Tapping into your spirituality, into your intuition. However, there is a dark side and a light side. You get to choose dark side, light side. It's up to you. This is about moving forward, seeking out the truth and reality, the higher vibrational order of things, packing up that truth and moving forward to new shores. We've got the beach down here, to calmer waters. Movement forward by knowing the truth together. Okay, the karma hanging over, a lot of anxiety. But Five of Swords is very much about lies, betrayal. This can be internal self-talk, or I'm just getting the crow in the ear here, telling the untruths, which is causing this anxiety and fear. This is very much about letting go and stepping into the light, stepping into the higher energy. So the karma hanging over at the moment is this in the year trying to tell us to keep us I'm just going to say to keep us under control. Okay, we have the opportunity for a new start, new beginning, new healing. It will come from the youth, always comes from the youth. Well, not always. I mean, there's a lot of us oldies around, but the big movement comes from the youth. Those that have gone to school with those of different religions, of different customs and cultures, those that just have a friend circle that has such a wide variety. This is about healing being brought forward, seeing things from a different point of view. There is so much magic to come forward, embracing an emotional maturity and embracing what is on offer here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stereotypes that will be broken down, that will be proven to be false, to be broken down, so that transformation can occur. And then we have the Page of Swords. Not quite there yet, but we are so close. Nearly on the other side of this chasm that has been formed by media, by social media, by falsehoods being spread by those that have so-called authority. A return to balance, I love it. However, if you let your emotions get in the way and get caught up in the in this confusing of falsehood and toxicity, you won't find the path forward. It is up to us to unlock the door and seek out the healing and opportunities. It's up to us to step away from the mirror and work together towards a beautiful future. And on the base, as I said, we've got the Fool, the new beginnings, where the universe has got your back, you are divinely supported. Take control of your life for you. Draw the sword of truth. Your actions have consequences. Face yourself in the mirror and be true to yourself, because this future is here for us to manifest, to step through into this new beginning where we become united from a place of love. Oh, I'm loving these major arcana. And we can then move forward. So that's the message that they're bringing me in regards to that, is that the choice is ours to either stay in the low vibration of holding grudges and past actions against somebody, even though they have grown, changed, or whether we allow ourselves to be drawn into divisiveness caused by words of others without actually seeking out ourselves to learn. The choice is ours. And even though I'm shuffling, this is still on the bottom. Working together, sharing, coming together, embracing what each has to offer is so much more powerful. There's a lot of anxiety around in the world at the moment, but the White Raven is here to dispel this anxiety. But we need to walk away from what is not serving us on an emotional level towards this new beginning. It's all about choice. As I said right at the start, we can choose to hold somebody's words from 20 years ago against them. And to be honest, I don't know that I particularly would like the person I was 20 years ago. I am not that person. I have learnt, I have changed, I have grown. Trust me, I don't think I liked the person I was 20 years ago. She had different opinions. She had different attitudes. She said things that haven't stood the test of time. And the alternative is you can either hang on to that from 20 years ago or let it go and know that this is the person in front of you now. Okay, I don't quite know why I was meant to bring that message, but I'm putting it out for you. Food for thought. Love to hear them. Catch you later.